So I thought I would do my night routine as like a blue collar wife when my husband isn't home. Right now he is doing an out-of-state job. So he is gone Monday through Thursday. He does 10-hour shifts, and then luckily we get him home Friday through Sunday. But here's the thing. I watch a lot of the TikToks about blue collar men and wives and the lifestyle. While I'm not going to sit here and pretend money isn't great, the lifestyle isn't, there's a lot of perks to it, but I feel like it's romanticized and it's only shows the good parts of it. I do appreciate the people that show the darker sides of being in blue collar. Number one, he misses out on all of my daughter's cheerleading. He misses out on basketball games. He misses out on school functions. And although I only work 25 hours a week, everything else is on my shoulders until he's home. You know what I mean? And here's the thing. While like I said, there are a lot of benefits to it, there's a lot of the dark side of it. And the job is very physically demanding. He's a bricklayer. It's extremely physically demanding job. So the 40 hours that he does work, or 50 hours that he does work, by the time he gets home, he's so exhausted that those 3 days that he's home technically are his days to recuperate. So it's not as glamorized as it seems. He's exhausted. It's physically demanding. His body hurts. So he needs a day or two to recuperate. And then if he does, say, a turnaround where he's gone for 40 days or 30 days, it's 7 days a week nonstop working, and you don't see him for a month or two at a time. So it can be a very hard lifestyle. And if you're somebody who's easily lonely or misses your partner or doesn't like to be home alone, it can be a very hard lifestyle. There's a lot of good to it, but the medical part of it is what I am most grateful for, is just having really good health insurances. But a lot of it can be a lot on your shoulders, and it's a lot, and you have to just be there for them emotionally and mentally and physically. It's a lot. It is. And I thought I would share what it's like when we're just home by ourselves. It's just my daughter and I right now. Today I was working. I'm headed home. I only worked 5 hours today. So I went in around 8. It's 2 o'clock. I have about a 40-minute commute. I know it's early to start a night routine, but I wanted to just explain just my side of the very minimal little bit of being a blue-collar wife. Very little. I mean, my husband was an essential worker through the pandemic because at the time he was doing a parking garage. I can't remember what exactly it was, but it was in a hospital, and he was in New York City in the peak of the pandemic, and he saw, being at the hospital, some horrific stuff, and it really, really played a toll on his mental health for a while. And then he worked in Pennsylvania for a couple months, and luckily we ended up moving a couple years back closer to his job, so the commute wasn't too bad. But now my commute to job's a little further, but that's okay. So I just thought I would start my night out here and just show you what it's like. Like I said, it's 2 o'clock. I'll pick my daughter up from school on my way home. She's 16, and then we will get ready to start dinner, and I'll just show you the few things we do. It's kind of boring because, again, when my husband's not here, it's just her and I, so we don't really do much. I don't make big dinners because she's like very picky about her food. So, but it becomes very lonely when your spouse isn't around. I go to the cheerleading by myself, like I said, school events, doctor's appointments. Not that my husband really does doctor's appointments, but it's just nice to have the support, or the idea that he could if I needed him to. But everything is on me, and he misses a lot. That's the worst part. Like his partner that he's working with today, it's his daughter's 8th birthday today, and they're in New York City, or New York State. They won't be home in time for her birthday this week, so it can be very upsetting, and you miss out a lot. And I appreciate the people that show the not so nice side of it, because you see these young girls, they glamorize it, and it's not exactly that. There's a lot, and you have to be supportive of your partner and understand there's going to be times they're going to be gone for long stretches, and when they do get home, they need to recuperate. And then there's the worst of it all is when there's no work. And especially if it's weather dependent jobs, sometimes they can be out of work for 6 weeks at a time. And we've been in that boat where last year my husband didn't work for 2 months. And when it's weather dependent, you're not working and you can't lay concrete in certain temperatures. So it can be very exhausting and scary, and you have to, while the money's good and comes in, it's good, but when there's no money coming in, you know, you have to budget and know how to do all that. It can be very difficult. So I'm on my way home, like I said, and then my night routine will start when it's closer to the evening. So we'll eat dinner around 6 o'clock, and I will show you all that. But I wanted to just maybe explain who I am. If you're new to my channel, my name is Charlie, and I love doing lifestyles videos typically, and recently I just got into vlogging and showing my life a little bit more. Okay, now that I rambled on about the pros and cons of being a blue-collar wife, let's get on to dinner. This night I made pork chop, a little tiny bit of mashed potatoes, because believe it or not, this might be blasphemy for some people, I am not the biggest potato fan. I've tried potatoes so many ways, and other than like French fries or like crispy potatoes, I am just not the biggest fan. So I had very thin cut pork chops, and I just either breaded them with shake and bake or breadcrumbs, I can't remember, and baked them in the air fryer this time, which made a world of difference. I definitely recommend air frying them. They cook quicker and they're way crispier. Do you know sometimes when they get soggy in the oven on the bottom half? That absolutely did not happen. And then I fried my cabbage. I didn't have any bacon grease, but I typically love to fry it in just like a tablespoon of bacon grease. It just makes such a world of difference. This is just like a bag of coleslaw mix that I had, and I often cook it. It's kind of like a cheat off of my grandfather's fried cabbage and noodles, and it's just one of my favorite ways to eat cabbage. I know cabbage is such a weird veggie to love, but it's literally one of my favorite things, and I could replace it with potatoes, with pasta, with anything. I just love cabbage, and I've recently come to really love Brussels sprouts as well. I'm trying to like asparagus. I'm actually trying to like more greens and incorporate in my diet. If you have not tried this Mountain Dew Lemonade Spark, give it a try. I like to buy it occasionally in the bottle just to have it, and it's really, really good. So I'm just going to finish up my dinner, and I don't cook big meals when my husband isn't home because, again, my daughter's a picky eater, and we both don't eat enough to have full giant meals. So I definitely portion it out a lot smaller for us, and we eat a lot of leftovers throughout the week. So I didn't want to bore you to death with me cleaning my kitchen, but as soon as we are done dinner, I clean the kitchen right away. That way I don't have to worry about it for the rest of the evening. And right around 6 or 7 o'clock, I go up to take off my makeup. I did work this day, and I had this makeup on since like 7 o'clock, and I was more than ready to get it off. So like I said, I clean my kitchen immediately after. I don't want to bore anybody with that. I load my dishes up, and I close kitchen down for the evening. And then I go right upstairs and I start taking off my makeup. This is sped up, so it does look like I'm a little bit rougher than I am in real life. And sometimes when I have a heavy duty makeup on, I'll use a little bit of coconut oil to really get that makeup off. So as you can see, I have a little bit of residue, but I will double, sometimes triple cleanse in the shower. I do wash my face in the shower. I do have the big boobs, so sometimes they get in the way, and it's easier just to do it in the shower. So I do comb through my hair after a long day of it being tangled, and I throw it up in a claw clip, and that's usually how I keep it up, just to prevent any type of damage and just make my life a lot easier. And here I am going in to really get whatever makeup I have. That way it is easier to cleanse my face in the shower. I also like to wipe down the nose bridge of my glasses, the way it doesn't get built up, and I feel like that can also help with any type of nasty breakouts, not thinking to really wipe off your glasses. Just a reminder, maybe take a cleansing wipe and just clean the rim of your glasses and the earpieces. I was ready to pop these nails off. I had had them on for quite a while, so I wanted to wash my hands really, really well before I applied the next set I was going to do. And here I am in my bathroom. That's my Jami set, and I'm just getting ready and put everything together to jump in the shower. Before I do that, though, I do floss. I just recently bought a water flosser and will never ever go back. It is the best thing. I will link the exact one I bought, and in my vlog I do have a demonstration. Absolutely love it. Hands down, one of the best investments. I have sensitive teeth and a lot of issues, and the water flosser has been a game changer for me. Disgusting. I don't even know why I'm showing this. I should have just sped through it. And this is a toothpaste I use. Just some Colgate that my husband happened to pick up at the food store. Didn't I just look so lovely with that thing on my head? I look insane. So I just wanted to show you some of the products. I have been back using my Dove. This is amazing. This is on I use that for my face, for my privates, for everything. It is so wonderful. It truly is for sensitive skin. Then I went back to the Dove jojoba oil for dry skin. This winter is brutal on my skin, and I'm going right into my skincare. This is from The Ordinary. I don't remember exactly what it is. Maybe it was an AHA, ARA. I don't know what they're called. I will link it. I do notice that it is my skin's sensitive, and I do notice a difference with brightening with this. And then I had a little bit of the sample of the Call to Lay. I love this. I will be purchasing it in a bigger one. It has lasted me so long. That sample, I got that sample almost 4 months ago, and it's still going, and I love it. And then just a little bit of the Cetaphil. I have been slugging, I believe it's called lately, with Aquaphor, especially in anywhere that I have hyperpigmentation or really dry skin, mostly around the mouth, the nose, and my forehead, and my ears and chin. I have been using Aquaphor, and it's a game changer. I wake up with such supple and full my skin looks supple and full, I should say. Absolutely love Aquaphor. I think you can do the same thing with Vaseline. I believe it's the same idea. I don't do it every night because I don't want to break out, but I do it probably 3 to 4 nights a week, and I love it. You're going to feel greasy, but the end result is amazing. Here I'm going in with my, is that Degree? Yes, Degree Sexy Lingerie. It smells great, and it's one of the cheaper deodorants. Lately, deodorant has been so expensive. I'm just putting my nose ring back in because I take that out to shower and wash my face, and here I am cleaning these glasses. I don't know if I'm just not used to having bigger glasses, but I feel like I spend most of my day cleaning my glasses. They're a pain in the ass. And here I am just brushing out my hair. I sometimes sleep with my hair up. I know it's a bad habit to sleep with it down, but every once in a while, I'll sleep with it in a loose bun, but most of the time I sleep with it down. I know that's a terrible habit, and I really should get into a better habit of wearing it up and in a protective hairstyle. So these are my favorite press-on nails in the entire world. Salon Perfect has some of the most beautiful press-on nails. Nobody kill me. I was out of nail glue, so I used a little bit of super glue. I know how bad it is, and I probably will never do it again. But these nails are my favorite. I get these at Walmart. They were newer last year. They are from Salon Perfect, and they have a variety, but these are their, I don't know if these are their stiletto, either American French or New French. I don't remember, but you can find these at Walmart for sure. These Salon Perfect nails are very hard and tough, sort of like an acrylic nail almost, and I love them so much. They are stunning. They look beautiful on the nails. I wore these to a wedding last year. You can't even tell they're not real acrylics. I love them, and I think Salon Perfect's press-on nails are just as good, if not better, than Kiss. And I've gone through every brand you can think of press-on nails. I've used brands from Amazon, I've used off-brand, cheap nails, expensive ones, and these are still some of my top favorites. Okay, you guys, so this is going to bring my night routine to an end. I know, I'm so sorry, it's boring. Oh my god, my hair looks insane. I was like raking it through. So I redid my nails. These aren't really like the right size. So like I've told you in the past, I like to try to get 2 wears out of any boxed nails. And I feel like I sized these ones wrong when I set up for the second set. Do you see my cat? She's running around. She never does this. What are you doing? She has opened every drawer in my house. I don't know, or in my kitchen, sorry. I don't know why she's doing it, but usually in the evening, I either sit down, watch a television show, or read. I'll show you in a little bit what I'm reading. So we ate dinner. We had pork chops, cabbage. The mashed potatoes were store-bought, and usually they're not bad, but tonight they were gross. I took my shower, did my skincare, my nails, and I wanted to show you like my favorite alcoholic beverages. Okay, sorry. Let me put you in my fridge like a crazy person so I can show you some of my favorite beverages. Oh no, this container is open with food in it. That's not good. So if I'm gonna have a beer, this is what I've been liking. The Coors Light. If I'm gonna have a beer, I like this. I also like Ultra, but this one's been really, really good. It's replaced Ultra. I bought these on a whim and I fucking hate them. So they're the Crown Royal Washington Apple. I'm trying to finish them because they were so expensive. Do you guys like these? Because I did not like it. I was not a fan. My favorite alcohol, and I think I even put them in a favorites because I'm that crazy, is these. The Mike's Hard Lemonade Freezes. If you don't like the taste of alcohol or you're just looking for something new, oh my god. It comes in blue, red, pink, and white. The pink, or the red and the blue are the best alcohol I've ever had. But recently, this is what I've been drinking. So anything from Gallo, I like. I picked up the strawberry because I'm trying to change. I've tasted most of the flavors. This one was okay. I found my new favorite wine in the whole world. I love cranberry. Cranberry is one of my favorite things. And I found sweet cranberry from Barefoot. It is so delicious. Oh no, my fridge is gonna beep. So delicious. But you guys, besides that Mike's Hard Lemonade, I've never had anything so good in my life. So I have one in here. I'm not going to pull it out. But you know the cranberry ginger ale that everyone has been raving about recently? Well, guess what? I've been drinking it since forever and a day ago. I have been drinking that for years. I also like the blackberry. Let me tell you something. If you like that cranberry ginger ale, this is the best drink I've ever had. It's the Mike's Hard Cranberry Lemonade. It literally tastes the exact same. This is cranberry ginger ale. I don't know what's in it that makes it taste just like it. It's a little bit carbonated. I know it's really high in fat, so I only try to drink like one. Oh my god, I regret not drinking these sooner. So let me know, do you drink the Mike's Hard Lemonades or the Mike's Freezes? And what's your favorite flavor, and should I try any? So far, sorry about the beeping, these are, I don't love the pink, but the pink is good. If you like pink lemonade, you'll like it. But my favorite's the blue, red, and white. But this, Oh my God, it's so good. Definitely let me know what some of your favorite alcohol beverages are, wine flavors. I really enjoy tasting wine. I get all different flavors. So definitely send me some of your wine recommendations and any seltzer recommendation, any drinks sort of like the Mike's Hard Lemonade. And do you drink by yourself? Like, is that weird to have a drink at night by myself? Oh, one other drink I wanted to share with you. My grandmother gave me this recently. So she has MS, diabetes. If you can think about it, she's got it. She has so many health issues. She has what's it called? Gastroparesis. So for many years she couldn't eat. She took some type of medication that has helped. I don't remember the name of it. I'm sorry. I know that's annoying. She has stomach paresis. She has osteomyelitis. She has everything you can think of. So she has a hard time eating and drinking, and she has a hard time swallowing. So for a long time, she would put chia seeds in her water and her in her water or juices to help thicken it. Well, then she started drinking aloe, like an aloe water. And she didn't like this, but let me tell you something. I think she got it from the dollar store or Dollar General. I'll have to double check. Get out of that, honey. It's the aloe vera aloe watermelon. Oh my God. Stop it. It is so good, and it has little chunks of aloe in it. So if you like boba tea or you like chia seeds, I think you would love this. And the flavor is so fresh. It tastes like somebody gave you watermelon juice. Not even like real watermelon, like they ground up watermelon or pureed, whatever. The ingredients is water, aloe vera juice, sugar, and watermelon flavor. It does have a lot of carbohydrates, but it's good for her because she doesn't drink enough or eat anywhere near enough. But do you guys like aloe drinks? I love them. Definitely let me know if you drink aloe. But yeah, I just wanted to show you some of my alcohols while I'm in the fridge. My fridge is so bad, you guys. I really have like the least aesthetically pleasing. All these condiments, it's dirty, it's not put together, it's a mess. So definitely let me know what your take is on drinking alone. So I'm probably, even though I know I shouldn't, probably gonna have a little snack. And right now I'm watching Boy Meets World. That's something that I do often, is that I will get into a habit of watching something from my childhood, whether it's Roseanne, Boy Meets World, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I'll rewatch them over and over again. The Golden Girls, especially when I'm stressed. And the one thing that I watch when I'm like at a 9 and I really need to calm down is The Parent Trap, the one with Lindsay Lohan, because my mom took me to see that and we just love the movie. And it just reminds me of her. And this is the book I'm going to be reading. Were you eating Mama's pen? Don't do that, honey. And here's the book I've been reading. Malice House from Megan Shepherd. It's pretty good so far. The problem is like when I don't like insanely love a book when I first go into it, it's hard for me to read. But that one's not too bad. And I also just picked this one up to read the second Haunting of Adelaide. I know I said I wasn't sure, but I can't stop thinking about the first book, and I need to know what happens. So, yes. But this one's not bad. I am on page... Oh, I'm already on 67. I don't know why I didn't think I read that much, but it's basically about a girl whose father is a famous author, and she goes back to his estate, ends up finding a lost manuscript that could be worth millions, decides to illustrate for the lost manuscript because the manuscript's nothing like he used to write. It was like a horror, it's like short horror stories, and she tries to sell it. That's all I've gotten so far. It's supposed to be scary, but so far that's all that's happened. So right around 9:30, I'm an old lady and I get into bed to kind of wind down and get myself sleepy. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it just gave you a little perspective into my life when my husband is on the road, and I bring you a little bit of comfort if your husband's not home or if you are single, whatever the case is, or a little bit of entertainment at the end of the day. I would love you to stick around and subscribe and be a part of our family here, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, everyone.